Global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello, beautiful people. Welcome to Global Happiness today. Some days back, the Super Cup, quote unquote, Abba Kyari, was caught on camera over the issue of his nefarious acts he has been committing within and outside Nigeria. NDLEA caught him on social media, caught him on camera, and of course, they charged the matter to court. Fast forward, Kyari asked for a bill, literally, on grounds of health condition. He was, of course, rejected at the first instance, but right now a verdict has been made. It looks like Kyari has something to rejoice over. In a moment, you're going to find out what it is. But before we do that, we'd like you to subscribe to our channel by clicking on the red subscribe button beside it. You set the notification icon. Please go ahead, click on it to get notified as soon as we update our channel on or YouTube. Well, the Justice Inyang Eku of a federal high court in Abuja, as at Monday, February 28, granted the request of the suspected, or rather of the suspended Super Cop Abba Kyari, giving him access to medical treatment. Kyari is in the custody of the National Drug Law Enforcement Agency over alleged involvement in trafficking of banned substances. While delivering judgment on his bail application, the judge turned the bail request down but granted him permission to see medical personnel. Recall that Kyari's lawyer, Cynthia Ikenna, last week filed his bail application on grounds that he suffers from hypertension and diabetics. According to her, Kyari is hypertensive and diabetic and cannot be managed while in the custody of the NDLEA, adding that her client was being denied access to his personal doctor. She also argued that the offenses for which her client was charged was liable to bail and that he would not jump bail if granted by the court. Justice Eko declined to grant the bail application but said, "The only order I will make now is an order allowing the applicant access to any medical personnel of his choice. The court will wait for the expiration of the duration of the February 22 order of the court." Justice Eko adjourned till March 15th, 2022 for the hearing of the fundamental human rights enforcement suit filed by Kyari. What a life. But if you take retrospect 2017, 2018, yeah, they're about 2016, 2017, 2018, 2015. This whole scenario played out when Mazen Namdekano was also detained, and the next thing we keep hearing everywhere, he jumped bail. But this one, Kyari is really fortunate that we're hearing that he has diabetes and is also hypertensive. It's little wonder, but this is supposed to be our super cup. Don't forget that it's still alleged. It has not been proven yet that yes, he was caught on camera. Yes, but until they slug it out on the place in the court of jurisdiction, you cannot call him guilty until he has been proven so. Yes, that's why he's being allowed in the NDLEA to question him and all that. So he's still alleged. He has not been confirmed yet until proven otherwise. And to think that he's also asking for bail this life, a super cop is now. Don't forget that for some of us who have been following this, you understand, you bear with me, you agree with me that Evans now is in prison, life imprisonment. And I could still also remember that Evans was calling out the police, in fact, trying to use Abba Kyari as a way of a connecting pipe to show that, or to say that the security personnel had forced him to confess what he did. But then Gary now is suspended for the now, and the lawyer, the judge in question, have not granted him bail. It's a very serious crime we're looking at here. He didn't grant him a bail, but he didn't grant him bail, but allowed him access to his medical personnel. Now imagine just a scenario. The same thing that plays out with Mazen Namikano is played out with Kyari. Then you will now understand that sometimes, if not all the time, it's always good when it comes to the issue of fundamental rights, give it to everyone. In as much as it's the person's right, give it to everyone. Allow the person to defend himself or herself. You have your proof, allow him. Go to court and slug it out. Look at what happened, what played out in the SS office in Mazen Namdekano, case study of Mazen Namdekano, where he's not even his counsel, it's almost difficult for him to see his counsel, his lawyers. And now Kyari. It's amazing, really, that our super cop, our police officer is sick and they send him to the field. He has diabetics. Yet they sent him to South East to defend and to fish out ESN IPP members. Someone with hypertension, you take him to the field. What if he hears sounds of chaos? It can escalate his hypertension. And they still sent him to the field to go and be defending and be fighting IPOB and ESN. Someone that has diabetics, they took him to Imo State to be fishing out, to bring peace when he has health issues. And you made him a field worker, a field officer. The sound of those, instruments of his trade can even escalate his heart. There's some, but I don't know how true his diabetic status is or his hypertensive status is, because it shows that with what he has said, he's even indicting the police for saying that they bring unhealthy officers on the field. When did he have this hypertension? Is it when he was caught on camera, or is it after he was caught? The medical report, when did it state that he started having diabetics and he started having hypertension? And if they noticed that he had hypertension, why was he still placed on the field? Yes, some people say his experience is immeasurable. He was such an experienced person, but then so that he will not be caught on duty going down. But from all indication, those who live in glass house, they do not throw stones. Like they say, if they do, they create a storm that they can't control. Just if anyone had told Abba Kyari that his name will be smeared some 9 months ago, he would say that's a huge joke. He's a super cop. If they had told him in a dream, in a prophecy, that a year, like some last year or 2 years ago, that 2 years from now or a year from now, you're going to be your glory will be that of the Ikabo, from glory to Ikabonic story. That's what you're going to be hearing. He will say, that's not true. I am loved by Nigerians because I fight crime. The story changed. A super cop now is now being accused of a super crime. Well, let's see how this plays out. Even the judges are being careful with a bail for him or on his behalf. Hence, they didn't grant it. They only give him access to his personnel, his medical doctor. That's where we're going to wrap it up.